stars, these big tanky heroes.
Yeah.
But often it would come with having a 5 that also has some kill threat. I don't know how much kill threat there is with the ET being your 5, especially because there is this just glimpse disruptor constantly disengaging.
I mean, that right there is just devastating.
Yeah, it is.
And he's going to get pulled back in and killed off. So beyond draws first blood, this to me is the other thing. Is when we were watching the draft, I talked about ET being like maybe an answer for the Nature's Prophet.
They should be happy with their position right now, but again, I feel like at any minute this game can just break apart because either team is scaling to that point.
No, I agree, and I think that's going to be the thing to watch for over these next couple of minutes. Is there a overextension, or like this, just take a good play and the hoodwink? The Bushwhack didn't connect because guess what? Timbersaw kills trees. So Whirling Death meant that the Bushwhack did not connect. It was an easy kill onto Centaur. And now QIQX, he's also going to just get ran down. Oh man, sick stuff coming out from YBB as they take full advantage. And I mean, the Timbersaw, a good last pick because it sets the tempo, but also really
on that 20-minute flight to get to the
new conspiracy unlocked.
There we go. If anyone believes that, I'm so sorry. What I do believe in though is Beyond potentially going down.
Wanted to go for it all. They have the Lucent Beam damage coming in, and it's actually enough to bring them down. Gleipnir there, but where's the follow-up? They need that Timbersaw to still be alive. Do has Stampede still ready as soon as he comes out of that silence. Gonna pop it maybe? Thinking about it, chasing, looking. Emo catches the glaives onto both, and look at him, he's killing off the cogs to get the damage. The Tianming not able to get away from Zhang Yu. 4 dead, and just like that, IG come back in a huge way.
And not only that, Luna picks up BKB instantly into Roshan. There's plenty of time. Like YB, this was their game to control. All 3 of their cores were scaling. They felt great, but it happens in these Timbersaw games that you feel like this unkillable unit. And the start of this fight, look at the minimap, right? The entirety of YB is spread across the entire map, showing on multiple lanes. So this is such an easy play for IG to go for this Timber pickoff. And again, it's why ET and Luna in conjunction in the mid game will feel good, but
they come back. Stomp there is going to connect. Centaur barely alive is going to drop after, and Roche so freaking low. Oh, the jump in from the Clockwork, and now they're in a ton of trouble. This has to BKB TP out for Dust. That was not going to work. And an easy Roche given over. They just needed it a little bit quicker. Oh, that's devastating. So 3 heroes on the top side of the map right now for YBB. Beyond very far forward. Are they going to come and try and chase him? And it looks like indeed they are. Root is there, the Stomp to follow up, the Bushwhack, the Static Storm, it's down onto 2. Really good damage coming out. They don't have their Luna with them. And Dust showing up just a bit too late. Might be enough though. That's pretty solid as they take down and trade offlaners, but can they get out after? Got to be careful. There's the Clockwork Flare, and guess who's got the glimpse ready in just a moment?
If YBB, sorry, I was about to say Xtreme. YBB actually group up and play together.
I mean, it looks like Xtreme, right? That's the key. That's what happened. Sleep, he thought about jumping. Besides, I think the Clockwork Flare actually broke his Blink Dagger when they were trying to go in right there, and well, ZZQ is going to pay the price for it, but I think that kept the NP Aegis from being burned through. It looked like he was about to Blink Hoof Stomp and then got canceled.
Yeah, it always happens with Centaur. Yo, I'm okay, I'm not going.
Beyond? Thinking about going. Ooh, the Bushwhack! And then the Remnant threw the damage! Oh, he's already gone! 7E! No life! No nothing! They don't have BKB on Dust right now, but Emo is just wrecking havoc to the rest of these heroes. They managed to get the Stomp out, but the BKB is out from that Nature's Prophet. Emo trying to get away, and instead it's Beyond that goes for the BKB TP out. She does have BKB back up in 10, but upon seeing the Centaur, feeling a little bit afraid with 4 heroes now showing up though. Have to be careful about a potential glimpse. Gets vision onto Dust. BKB back off cooldown soon, but not soon enough. They got him caught. Pops the BKB, now turns on his EZQ and kills him off. So a great hold ends up working out for them, actually. Dust BKB wears out, but 7E trying to clean up this fight. They're going to Stampede, get out of harm's way. Is there any glimpse? They have anybody that can stop this? No. Although Dust, oh, now Dust is in some trouble. And they should be able to find him here with the glimpse. Good Gleipnir connection. Finds and kills that Luna. Stuck up on the high ground. They managed to actually kill off the Timber, too. So a couple weird fights going on. 7E I mean, he's going to get healed back up as the exorcism finishes, but it's not going to be enough. Holy moly. The turn and the kill again. 70 goes down and a triple for Emo.
This ward was YBB's savior and also nemesis at the same time. It gave them like reason to. God, it's all good. It's all good.
Smoke underneath Clockwork Flare, rarely seen but much appreciated. And ZZQ ready to break that smoke in a moment as QIQX walks forward. Hook shots out, Static Storm, that's a lot to use on an ET and then to not even kill him. Are they going to go for the fight after? Yes, indeed. Dust is there, blowing him up. Beyond didn't have a tree to jump to, but a good Sprout is able to keep him alive for a moment. Emo, this is the reveal of the Aghanim Scepter. Gets caught by the Yules, no BKB for 20 seconds, but does have a remnant to get away. The silence is there. He had a chance to get out, but just doesn't end up taking it. Gets blown to pieces. 3 dead for the Clockwork. I thought that might have gone okay for them, but no such luck. Ybb too strong.
And a Hex on Timbersaw as well.
This is a huge timing for them. If they can find a good opening and IG all grouped together, they spot him immediately and Hex is out, finding that Luna right at the beginning, but we'll have the Stampede movement speed. The turnaround comes out immediately with the BKB out, but Dust is just getting eviscerated here, completely left isolated. Luna dead for the Disruptor. That is not the trade they're hoping for. And Emo just dying as well, starting to get brought lower and lower, but they almost kill him off. Lul goes down. Emo still very low. Remnants through. That's 3 Remnants doing a ton of damage, but the Hex follow-up there is there from beyond. The Timbersaw gets the kill, and it is all looking too easy for YBB right now. You know, there was like a 30-second window or so where they could have made a move without Exo being up, and now this fight, it's starting poorly and it's going to end worse because there is no way that this goes any type of good when 70 gets the Exo off, can just run at Dust. The Timbersaw is starting to fall. Okay, that's one good thing coming out from him, but the buyback is there already. Now 70 trying to make the move over, YBB just ready to run him down one by one by one. The buyback is there from the Hoodwink, but they got control onto QIQX. Still chasing Emo, in some trouble. The silence there, and with all those ghosts after him, it's more than enough to get the kill. So Dust managed to live through that engagement, and they do wait out the Exo. Massive amounts of buybacks coming out right now. What can they do? Can they take this fight now with 70 not having Exo? They have buyback ready on this Ember. Wants to run in. Remnants through, breaks the smoke. Okay, a couple good rounds, but the hook shot lands afterwards, and now the Hex. Oh my god, if Emo goes down right now, he tries to get away, 4-step out, keeps him alive. 7E starting to drop lower and lower. Good damage coming out from IG. The Remnant through, not quite enough with the Bushwhack, and the second round of Remnants, it's enough for the kill, but now they buy back on 7E, ready to run in. There have been so many buybacks over the last couple minutes, they can't quite take down ZZQ. The Glimmer Cape save away from that double edge. So they finally will be able to chase him and I think bring down this pesky Clockwork. So that's 2 dead with no buyback. IG, they have to get something here.
I mean, when I mentioned that IG wasn't very good at taking these like layered fights, it helps when they take the fight in the same manner. It's like throw bodies in, they kill Timberforce by, but they disengage long enough to utilize their own buys. And just look at the minimap on the vision IG has around this pip. They have every single high ground ward spot possible. Like, this is the perfect scenario for IG to use buybacks, to actually fight, and to feel amazing.
This is dangerous, though.
They've been in this position before.
This is really scary. They pop the BKB and then turn to fight and blow her up. DP gone. There is no buyback there. Luo tries to get out. Oh, they break it with the ET ulti. Can't TP away. Even in his BKB, now finding that Disruptor. What a huge win for IG.
Why are we just absolutely crumbling? Like, the fact that they even come back into this Roshan pit, I mentioned the vision that IG.
But we'll see if it ends up happening or not. Already popping Satanic, that's a little scary for Dust.
They got Aegis for another 30 seconds, so worst case, you should be able to just throw that away. Okay. Gotta respect the glimpse, though.
Yeah, glimpse. Stampede, all right, you want to fight? We're gonna fight. They run in. Even without that Aegis being around that much longer, they find 1 kill. Now back away, hook shot in, find themselves the Centaur, and immediately turns it around with that big ulti coming from Luna. They lose Centaur, he buys back. Ready to run into this one. It's a little bit crazy. There's no buyback on the 2 supports. IG thinking about going back there in time, though. Clockwork making space for himself for that Aegis, and you can see that IG, they're actually backing out.
The respect.
Vision there. Again, Static Storm Remnant. They Remnant through right at the start. Hook shot. The connection. It pulls them both in. It's Luna caught. Can they bring her down in time? She can't cast anything.
They gotta...
She is gone. Buyback comes out, though. They've got to take Roche afterwards very, very quickly. Emo caught in the Sprout, but he's BKB'd, so he's going to be fine. And now the connection. Good bushwhack, but it gets taken down by Timber. Nicely played by Beyond to keep him alive for a little bit longer. And there it is. They bring Dust in, and now he's got everything ready to go. Wants to find Luo. They don't have it. No vision, no way to catch him. So Luo gets out of harm's way, can come back into this fight for a second round. Centaur's dead for 2 minutes. 70 still wrecking havoc. That's the Hoodwink gone also. Maybe a chance here, an opportunity, although there is no more exorcism. But when they bring back in Luo, it might be enough damage. They run through, the silence is there, leashed up still for the moment. And Emo gonna TP away, wants to come back into this fight afterwards. Can they kill off Dust beforehand? Hurricane Pike gets him away, and then the back away. With Hoodwink actually regaining buyback status, there's a little bit of an opening there.
But Emo,
he's starting to fall. Emo in trouble, gone. Does have buyback, immediately Remnants back into this fight, and now the bushwhack is there. Luo gets caught. He has buyback too, might need to use it. 7E in trouble, right on top of him. The Hex is there, but they have a Hex on Beyond too. Do they have enough to kill him off? Well, this is still going to be 70 in trouble. Disruptor ulti down. Good damage, but it's not quite enough. With
lose it.
Now they have it. Hex is there. Couple more punches. They have to back away.
Glimpse.
Dead for 2 minutes.
Look at the glimpse on Luna.
Look in some trouble. Dust wants to get away. Can't get away with the Hurricane Pike. The punches are there. Dust is going to fall. It all started with a great Static Storm, and it ends with Luna dead for 2 minutes. What a win for YBB.
They IG just lost the game.
Oh my god.
This was their game to win. They had everything.
Beyond chasing, finding that pesky little Hoodwink trying to escape, and with the Glimmer Cape does manage to make it out. They have buyback on this Centaur, but I don't know if this is going to come around quickly. No, PYW gets caught, pulls him back in, gonna pop the ulti, tries to get away, but with Luo there, they find him, they kill him, dead for another 2 minutes. I think they're ready for the all-in play. They want to end this game.
Okay.
GG. Holy moly, what a comeback there for YBB.
I mean, I feel like IG, they were just dictating the entire game for the last 20 minutes, and we mentioned like YBB, they've got
particularly if you Meteor Hammers while she's like,
oh, now we're talking,
blurred or something. That sounds really good.
Yeah, I mean, Ricky from Invis, you know, he channels the hammer as well. Like
Invis, yeah.
There's beautiful ways for this to occur.
Drops down the cloud, looking for that miss chance to keep him alive. No misses yet, and the Nature's Grass thrown out. QYQX gets the kill. So not a bad way to start this, taking down that Rubik.
This will be the weakness with the lane, like right now. On top of that, then the Invis have...
Oh, yes! Oh my god!
He's half
Dude,
HP.
Emo's gotta be so sad right now.
Yeah, this is just the beauty of... is it Meteor Hammer? Is it Ricky? Ooh. Who knows?
ZZQ. Cogs? Wasn't able to push him out, so that is going to be a connection for a kill. As PYW takes him down, but that's Exo used, and they can't really go next to the tower either. Every little move just feels a little bit weird, and again, Emo getting caught by the hammer. He drops on down the cloud afterwards. Thinks about chasing and going for the solo kill. Emo, Beyond went a little bit too insane there. Gets punished hard. The tree armor.
Oh, he didn't have any mana for his tricks, but on top of that, it's like, I'd be surprised if he was able to get the kill for the fight. You can also just heavily pressure this tier 1 tower. You know, bot's getting hit, mid's getting hit by hammer at least, but towers should fall right now. Easily 2 towers. Tree can't defend everything. Yep, there goes bottom.
And Avalanche toss comes out onto Rubik.
Oh,
ZZQ
Rubik.
Also in some trouble, but they set up enough space for that Terrorblade to live. They did also scout as ZZQ gets jumped on by Emo. Luo realizes he can't be there that much longer. Emo is on a killing spree now. Terrorblade will manage to escape, but at the same time, the mid tower goes down to Beyond.
I need
heroes. I mean, you don't normally think about Ricky as a tower taker, but with the Meteor Hammer, it definitely fits the bill. I have been liking seeing these like Ob Sentry combos together because that's been scouting out Beyond's movement through the jungle here, and they, well, are actually going to find 7E right away. So Avalanche toss, Visage gone. And Meteor Hammer onto tree, so they get a return kill. ZZQ tries to back away, does not have a hook shot anymore, and is just going to wrap himself out of there. amongst that like second tier of cores, but TB and PA the ones that are sort of leading the charge in terms of this net worth. And the big thing, of course, again, is the hook shot comes in and they find themselves the tree. QYQX pushed back, has the reflection out, good damage. It's going to be enough for the kill.
The
Beyond,
DP just
he
dead.
jumps forward. The DP in no man's land, although
She's
the
not dead.
turnaround with the arrow, is it going to be enough? The toss comes out. They find that kill. And look at all the spirit siphons. They're everywhere. The meteor hammer from on high lands onto Dust, but it won't be enough damage to take down the rest of them. Beyond in trouble now, way too deep, and that's going to be 4 dead. YBB get punished.
Just the fact that, you know, Terrorblade got clipped by the avalanche and then hit by the arrow just mitigated the damage just enough to give DP a lease of life and she'll turn it around. And I feel like for the last 6 months we've seen this Death Prophet clips in all regions, all plays. If you don't kill her off pre-siphon, it is an absolute disaster.
As we'll take a look at that replay. Don't worry, Tiny's just dying, or Visage is
70,
rather.
yeah, 70 is about
Or
to
maybe
die.
not, ZZQ. Oh my god,
The
ZZQ
turnaround again?
with the greatest cogs that I've seen in a while. And look at all the rounds of Soul Assumption that are going to get thrown out. Now it's IG that have gone too far and are going to get punished quite heavily. PYW can't even deny that regen rune as ZZQ, the playmaker, makes the move in and saves his Visage.
Both teams learnt not to gank the tanky hero. You got DP in the bot lane, you got Visage in the mid lane. This Visage, you got Boots bearing, he's got a hood. He still is not tanky into this lineup. There's no Tiny, and now PA's farming. So YBB should be feeling this and going, you know what, let's just keep fighting them. They're smoked up, they're looking for it. They're going to find Dust.
Right away, pops the Dust himself, tries to make the turnaround play happen, but the pipe is there, and Dust, in complete and total no man's land, is just going to be isolated, brought down. There is a stomp there from the neutral getting involved in the action, but nonetheless, Rubik for Tiny, you take that every day of the week. Yeah, I am really pretty concerned. It's interesting, right? Because coming into this, we knew that this match...
I love it.
Because the boots are bearing, right? But...
Just get more bongo drums. I actually have no idea if it
oh.
acts independently.
No, they're not going to go. Hook shot in, finds Dust. Dust getting dusted, getting caught, getting killed. Arrow is out, dodged away by ZZQ. Do they have enough damage to bring down the Tiny, though? Doesn't look like it. And Emo taking full advantage. Finds a bird and finds a kill onto that Clockwork. Interesting, interesting. IG fighting back here, not willing to go out.
Now the bash are complete on Emo, and it's like every time Emo gets an item, it you know, causes concern for YBB a little bit.
Right.
Beyond.
Ooh, Emo reveals himself. One shot and I die. One shot, one time. No armor for me. I am Rubik. Can we get a replay of that,
We
please?
saw Emo in the previous game on his Ember get very over-aggressive and potentially have an issue, but he
Sleeping
needs to be
Dart
careful.
to start. Toss back.
Meta used.
Get away from me. Doesn't want to be there. Dust is in very, very far and in a ton of trouble, but can they bring down this Terrorblade? Emo right on top of him. Down to half HP. Doesn't have an answer, but he gets the mant off. Not going to be able to keep him alive. And now Emo free to run rampant through this fight with 3 dead already. That is a huge window. And Roche, there's for the taking. Woke up as 5. Terrorblade, 10 seconds until he has his real ulti back up. Metamorphosis, they send in the birds to start the fight. Looking for him. Jump in, Dust! The huge avalanche! And then the overgrowth connects onto them all. Look at Emo just queuing them up to take them down. Terrorblade walks in. I don't even know if they need to run away necessarily. If they can find that TB, they could bring him down, but they're respecting the potential. Dust, avalanche, tossback, finds him there. Low turns to fight and just explodes him. Dust went in way too far. Roche is very low. Emo gets him. Turns around with the center, but it's not going to happen. They find that Terrorblade kill, and IG all over it with Emo talking a little trash with the voice lines to back it up.
I mean, Emo is absolutely crushing this game. 12-0 should do the
Clockwork.
job.
The flare goes out. They see these heroes up on the high ground. They know that that's going on. ZZQ walks up high ground there. The Avatos coming from Dust. Down to half HP right at the start. Ghost Scepter keeps him alive. Silence tries to walk away. Overgrowth comes out. 7E walks in, wants to find Dust, but he gets the blink back. And now the buyback and the jump just explodes. Did not stand a chance. And now the arrow connection onto Visage means he is gone too. What a perfect fight. The man has no fear, and he doesn't need it, because he just jumped in and killed them all to death.
Catch your defensive tool and not the lifesteal, it can be difficult.
The other problem is that PA is going to see this this butterfly done on the illusions.
Already buying the MKB.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
not even thinking twice.
Yeah.
The Terrorblade's been farming on the ward.
Although, they jump in. They're missing. They're missing. They're missing. Avatos, though. Well, he's missing because he's dead. And that is a BKB. No use of it. 70 seconds on the sideline. That feels really bad.
Again, I'm still skeptical if they even have the damage through one hook shot or one post BKB that they can get him off, because again, the refresh shard is in play. This is literally Emo's game to lose. I think that's what we're trying to get to.
Right. Vision there, they see them all, looks for the lift, but Dust is there. Revealed immediately low. Does he get jumped on? Yes, he will. Abyssal Blade, the hook shot to try and salvage it. Force Staff keeping him alive. The Hex, he can't get out of there in time. Does buy back after, though. No meta available for the rest of this fight, as IG are going to retreat back and keep themselves. And he doesn't have buyback this time for gold. Emo punishing heavy on to YBB, and Luo just not having the time of his life as Dust comes in, starts hitting the racks. He will not have buyback for the rest of this game, as I think that they're just getting ready to call this one. Stun from downtown connects onto Beyond. They're focusing down these buildings. A couple daggers thrown out as the Ancient is going to fall. They move on in, try and settle this one out if they can at all. Dust jumps forward, but the big jump from Emo, it's more than enough. They're all dead. There is no buyback, and this game is going to end in a whimper. Coming out from YBB is IG lay down the law.
I mean, I've not seen a game that lasts so long. I think it's only good when you're trying to trade up against like Miranas and heroes that have high range and don't really have positioning where Glimpse feels good, but that's not really in this game. And from top lane to bot lane, Lu is now actually getting aggressive.
Could skill refraction if he wants, pops it. Oh no. Oh, PYW
easy.
Able to draw that first blood, not bad at all. And right underneath the ward right now for YBB, and so too is the Pango. But again, it's going to probably be down for that Pango at least, those early rotations that we're talking about. As with that, a little Wild Ring Ripper action, keeping the pressure now onto QIQX. He has dropped down a lot of HP and Beyond. Right onto him now too, gets the Infernal Blade, another round of the Impetus, and he's got beat to death. Tian Ming not messing around.
This lane is soon going to crumble.
Oh,
I mean, he's got some shifting available. Should be fine.
Still,
unless he gets surprised by the seed shot. No, okay. You gotta hype it up just in case.
He's still taking a lot of pressure here, and Emo, he's just dead. I was wondering. I was like, "There's something going on there. It doesn't look right."
As our wonderful observer is pointing to us, he had waveform.
Meteor Hammer. It's not going to connect, but has to be careful about his sort of shifting back and forth on this morph lane. Of course, there's also the other play you could do, Whirlwind into Doom if they wanted to. But
I was thinking they might have done it, but they opted not to.
QIQX gives his life for that ward, and Emo turns into the Doom. Gonna get some gold for himself.
There's the play all along, but this tower, like, he's had to do nothing, and the tower's gonna fall.
Down bottom, wanting to make the move over. Avalanche comes out. They do have Stampede, but the Glimpse a little bit early. As Dust makes the move, toss out, still looking for the finish. A couple more hits is all that they need, but they're not going to find it onto that Centaur. And Disruptor dies as Dust made the move. Very solid performance. And Emo's like, all right, I'm taking back mid. I'm over this.
Yo, Dust, go farm top or something. And look, there you go. Top. Oh, okay, they fortified top lane, but Lu.
Very low. Good stomp. And IG able to play cleanup there. 7E wants to make a move to get a counter kill, but it's just not going to happen. Although maybe if they get some vision, doesn't look like it. No chance for a glimpse.
Yeah, basically just AFK in the jungle. As soon as you get Deso, scream for your team to go Roshan, and then the game becomes one that you want to play across the river if you're YBB.
Absolutely. Well, that could be what they go for here. Down bottom, ZZQ is going to end up giving up a kill, but as you said, this is sort of not the most important thing in the world. It's much more the macro game going on for YBB, but if they could find a kill here onto Enchantress, that would be pretty clutch. Misses on that roll, but finds her on the second go, and Emo makes the move over, and now PYW, he's got a big creep. They might be able to push this a little bit, while down bottom, they're also taking that tier 1 tower.
That feels pretty good for Rubik to still enchant at this point.
BKB on Doom, he's having that brought out to him right away. So a bunch of timing syncing together with the Deso also flying out. This feels like it's Roche all on the mind right now for YBB. And all they need is like a clutch pickoff, or at least not losing their hero in towards mid. 70 spots him, but can't do anything to stop that jump. Avatos afterwards.
They got Emo again.
Emo dies to the DD Tiny. Dude, what a huge hit. Now they got Glimpse ready. If they find somebody, you guys got to be so careful. This is tier 1 tower and potentially Roche.
This is not what you want against this lineup. YBB, anytime they get a core pick, the map is going to feel disgustingly small. And Emo, he has to respect the Tiny. There's no way you can play on full Agi.
That's crazy. Yeah, and now they find Dust too. He's in no man's land. IG, their entire game plan is falling apart right before their eyes, but look at that! The swashbuckle and the overgrowth. They do manage to kill Dust, and now stampeding forward. The huge timing from that Diffusal Blade keeps them in this one, and Static Storm down a second time, turn onto Centaur, finds that finish, and, well, wanted to glimpse back in one. It's not quite going to be enough. QX went in for the punch, but ZZQ still living as Lul, and now he's kind of out and away. Doom finds one, gonna get lifted. They drop down the roll afterwards. Low hits now on a QX, BKB out from beyond. Item just down on the ground while that's happening. They glimpse back in to the side and will find the finish onto that Centaur. And now Dust, he's caught, can't get away.
TP?
What is happening with this IG lineup? These fights are so disconnected. Oh no, they had a good defense, they had a good thing going, and then they just let it all fall apart.
I just don't think they're respecting the fact that YBB is in this.
Gonna be able to, maybe, actually, yes. With the root, the turnaround, it's there, it's enough. And the Force Staff trying to get him away, and 7E ready to go in for another round. Another volley, Avalanche is big, the toss back onto all of them. And now Dust in very, very far, but the silence is out. Lil turns, starts to punch, hits him, and Emo is gone. Just like that, it all falls apart. Dust now silenced for a long time with the TA traps, trying to get away, just push every which way with the roll up. And guess what? Everybody on IG dies. YBB don't lose one. This team is just way too volatile on IG.
I just don't know. They lose this fight, it could be GG.
Right on top of them, Doom used from the Rubik. Big play.
Perfect pickoff, actually.
That is exactly what they needed, but can they do it again? Do they want to stick around? Dust staying right on top of her, but the BKB is out. And now Dust under control. Oh my god, 70 played that perfectly. They find him, get the Aghanim Scepter, tree volley out, and now with 2 dead, they stuck around just a bit too long.
And now the question goes down, it's like, you kill off the Aegis, but that's not going to stop YBB going, and
no.
Tree's dead, Pango's dead for 35, no roll for 45. Oh. You glimpse back the Rubik, he's now dead for 44. Like,
that glimpse with the impetus shot looked a little funny, but YBB not laughing now. They're going high ground, taking this one out. No buyback on the Pango for 20 seconds, and with how much damage this TA does, that's at least a set of racks, if not a second one.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they want to go to top side. When you have Tiny and TA in the game, you already mentioned it, buildings do fall.
They're going incredibly fast, and I mean, honestly, they aren't going to have roll either. He still has another 10 seconds until it's back up, so can't go immediately into the fight with that. And in fact, they jump on it, Dust, and find him, drop everything. He just came back to life. 50 seconds without the Pango. They were so ready for that with the TA trap down.
I mean, another Rax is gonna fall. I'm just left a little bit speechless. That's all I can say.
Oh my god, they're all going one by one. Emo now jumps in. Avatos run away. BKB's out. They turn it again. And the Enchantress starting to fall, but Tianming still standing tall in this one. Emo BKB out. It is not going to save him from the devastation that's being wrecked by YBB, but a good stomp coming out from the Centaur. That turns things around for a moment. Still more damage to be thrown in. His buyback status hadn't even fully gone away. GG is called. An ultra kill for Luo. Finish this one off and take the series 2-1.
Incredibly commendable game from YBB. Again, to be very clear, this is the YBB I wanted to see at the start of this tour. It took them a couple of series to calibrate themselves, but they are back in their aggressive form.